To the east of me, it's getting rain. So could always be worse.
You are now watching the 2023 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Some of you got lucky yesterday and actually saw the beginning of this video before I realized that the dates were switched. Just a lot going on. But I guess you're gonna have to stay tuned, watch this video. For those of you who already have watched it, I apologize. I don't think you got to see the whole thing because I took it down quick enough. But alrighty, let's dive into it. Welcome back to the channel. Beautiful day. We couldn't have asked for better hay and weather. What are we doing today? Tedder just rolled in, so we might run that for a little bit. We got this random white car because he's shy. We do have a celebrity, local celebrity, Colburn Sherwood. And Aaron's father just showed up to do the second pass of tedding. We're probably gonna have to do a third pass up on the rented ground because being first cutting, it was so heavy and so thick and the ground was so wet. So 2 passes of tedding. Hopefully ours will have some of it ready to go today. As you see, it's all flaked out. So when he gets in there and starts tedding it around, it's going to throw it up. And then that will allow it to dry even quicker, which blue skies, beautiful. There is rain forecasted for tomorrow afternoon. So that is our worry. You can see some of the darker green stuff kicks up. And that's what we're trying to get rid of. We're trying to make sure it's all dry. Otherwise, yeah, wet hay is not a good thing. But we might jump in and run that. Colburn might jump in and run that. Isaiah's chopping still. Things are good. So I got quite a list of things to do. We are going to be moving bales. There will be bales exiting, leaving the property big time. And we got the 1466 that is going to be raking. Aaron actually dropped off his Gale skid steer with bale spears, so we have that ability to unload, move bales, do everything. We got to rig that up. Oh, he dropped that and the bucket off. So we got a lot going on, but let's dive into it. I'm gonna go up, check out how dry that is up there, and go from there. Hey buddy, how you doing today? How are you doing, calf? Got the calf to eat some grain. It's the buddy system with Buddy, so that is exciting. Gives us a lot better idea. Well, he's getting right after it. I did end up mowing laneways and everything here, so we're actually cleaned up pretty well. We got to figure out our fence line and what we're going to do for additional animals. Well, got all that. We got quite a bit of grass drop between the two of us. But when it's go time, it's go time. And doing dry hay, you don't get weather like this all the time, especially not this year. It's just rain continuously. Let's see, so this was some of the oh, this is gonna go today. Ted it, let it go for a little bit. Oh yeah. I'm gonna say the stuff on the top is lighter, but you can see some alfalfa there, some grass. This is definitely gonna go today. So this stuff was a little bit heavier and thicker. Still got some damp to it, but I think once it gets tedded out by the afternoon, we're definitely going to be baling. He's gonna we'll take over and he's gonna go raking his stuff because his stuff's gonna go today. I just had some thicker, heavier stuff. Some corn update. Yeah, this stuff's jumping. Probably grew 2 inches yesterday. I bet it will grow another 2 to 3 inches today. It's amazing how quick corn grows. So compared to that stuff that's all laying flat, this is what the tedder actually does. See how it's all fluffed up? Lets air get in between it. This stuff, other than some of the greenier stuff, the leafier stuff, it's ready to rock and roll too. So this afternoon will be pretty good. But it's basically finger spinning around that gets it all done. It folds up nicely. Okay, we got a MX 220 8-star tedder. Can you get up those? Good boy. Very cautious of his nail now. And there we go. So Colburn's gonna drop him off, and then he'll take over tedding, and I will get things ready. There's stuff I gotta move around. I gotta put the truck on the trailer. Gotta get the spears on that. Gotta clean the shed out back because some bales are going in there. And we are tedding along. So it's just picking it up, fluffing it up really is what the tedder does. You can see it green compared to kind of a darker green compared to the light brown color just because of getting flipped around. So we'll get this done right up here and then I'll jump in and do other stuff. Okay, PTO off, wheels go down, starts folding up. That does make road transport so much nicer. And we're folded up. On to the next. Colburn's gonna run that. I did the one right on front of my house here, and that's all done. These two small ones are done. We just got that, and then we got to jump over on the other side of the road. It is unbelievable weather. I'm loving it. Hopefully our electrical tape on the one arm works. Let's go do some flying. Well, off we go. So let's go check on them. What did we set on it? It's going slow. Sport. So he just finished up actually tedding all of this, which there is quite a bit of feed through all this. And hot damn, look at that corn. We got to pull that post out of the corner here. Okay, sport might be a little fast, but we got a post here. Don't worry about that. I don't know what happened there with the corn, but where'd he go? So we got all this knoll. At first I thought only the top was going to be ready today, but as you saw previously, everything was good to go. So he is right there. There he is. And he's on his second pass around here. It doesn't take very long with a 8-star tedder. Back in the days when it was 4 and stuff like that, it's a little more, seems like that took forever, but getting right after it. Yeah, making some action happen. So I'll just fly around for a little bit. My goggles are actually steaming up because it's pretty warm out. But he's got quite a bit to do. And then from there, let me see, I'll kick it back. I don't want to lose the drone. So from there, we got to go over up the road to this piece of property where we got corn in the front, as you see. And this stuff's more of like a mulch hay right now than anything. It was late first, had a bunch of weeds in it. There is some good clover, but overall, this stuff is more like a bedding, which hopefully after we've taken it off and we'll get it back to a good place. So we got one round bale that's sitting in the middle that has to get moved. And then Isaiah tried to mow that hill, but he said it was steep to the point where he was spinning out, so we just got to bush hog that. And same with around the edges and things like that. But the corn over here is looking pretty good. Uh-oh. We better come back. I'm losing service. There we go. So there's going to be quite a few mulch hay bedding bales out of this. Up in the front, it's pure clover, which that will be good. But this is what we mowed the other night in the dark. And it was heavy and the ground was wet. It was pretty saturated. Yeah, looking at that end row, it almost looks like that corn could use some urea. So we might end up trying to get some urea on that stuff. But we'll come back over to here. And I'll probably keep going along with what I need to do. Look at him go right up the middle. So he's probably got 30 minutes or so, maybe not even. And then he'll be done with this. Yeah, not even, I'd say. So bird's eye view of the corn here. We were talking about urea levels. So you can see down here in the bottom where it was super wet this spring, it's yellow. But I think that's going to be what it is. We got to see after we get done doing hay. You can see right there where the sprayer tracks were, where it was pretty wet. But a little bit of yellowing. Where over here, super wet down in the bottom, but all the tile comes down through there. That other corn looks pretty good, so I'm glad I did get that plowed. Overall, we're going to be okay on that stuff. Same with that stuff. And alrighty, I'm bringing it back. We got to do some welding fabrication and get everything done. We got to get the land all hooked up to the white truck to move some bales. And then we got to get over to that other ground and get that tedded. That will probably take 2 times of tedding it. Farm's looking good. So we got to do a little bit of organization in here. Yes, the manure spreader's still here. I still got shafted on all of that deal, but it is what it is. I'm hoping that these 2 bays on the right, we're going to clean up it and just move stuff out. It just has chopper parts and pallets in the back, and we'll fit all of our mulch bales or bedding bales into that. And then the rest of the bales should be sent out. And then once we're done with grass, we can move this pile out. Same with, I got some more cleaning to do. And well, yeah, they're inside enjoying there's Buddy's butt, so enjoying the shade on this warm day. And alrighty, I'm gonna bring you guys back down and see, that's the thing, I didn't even know I was turned around. When you got the goggles on, you don't know what you're doing. Hey guys, so I'm flying with these goggles on, and I can see what you guys are actually seeing through the goggles. So it's pretty sweet to fly with it because you can get close and really have the accuracy instead of using the phone. Well, I don't have a bale spear, as we all know, and I looked into buying one for this tractor. Shipping and it together was like 800 bucks or something, which isn't bad, but I'm not gonna get it in time. So we are gonna utilize these forks, that these forks can actually come off, make it into a bale spear and forks, so I have it that it can do both. So let me show you my plan. Okay, I got 2 bale spears, which oh, that's the spear end. Which they come with the round inserts, and I just picked this up in town, that you can weld in, and then you can take them on and off if you need be. Usually you don't ever take them off, but until we actually get what I want, this is what we're gonna do. So we'll take that nut off, get this lined up on it, and then weld those in, get them painted. We got to do some moving around with the forks, and then after that we'll just slide the forks off. They're not that bad. The forks are always meant to be able to come off, so if you move it right to this notch here, then it can flip up and you can take them out. And then we also have, Aaron dropped the skid steer off this morning, and that, let me show you what an actual big bale setup, because usually 1 bale spear is just for round bales, 2 or 3 is for picking up big bales. So this is set up to do double big bales, so you got these up here to hold it so a bale doesn't fall in towards you. Yeah, this should work. As you see here, it goes through, and we could build something. Granted, the skid steer attachments are different. We had to cut the skid steer attachments off of the grapple bucket, which we got to get hydraulic lines, but we haven't been into town to actually get them. I haven't brought the specs of what I need, so let me do that. My plan is we're gonna put them right on the side, weld them right on here, notch those out so it's not sticking way out, and then that will be convenient because then we can take the spears off and still use the forks. Got both sides notched. We're gonna weld the holders right in, so then they'll be good. We gotta make sure they're straight. We'll just tack them and then we'll level them and measure them and, you know, do all that stuff. Colburn is gonna go see Isaiah. They're chopping for a dairy right up by their home base there. Where's my phone? And I'm gonna go over and do that other piece of property, head that out because that's a priority, and then I can come back, finish this up. So there you go, let's go.
Here, Colburn's girlfriend. I'm with Isaiah. Isaiah, where are we today?
Craft Farms.
And what are we doing?
Chopping hay.
Perfect. Let's go farming.
it's gonna take all day. We will hit this in the afternoon. It's like 1 o'clock. What time is it? Yeah, it's 1 o'clock almost, 1:15. So our plan is hopefully get everything else in a good place, and then this will be tomorrow, but it's that rain factor that gets me nervous. And this is first cutting, so yeah, we'll see what comes of it. These newer tractors just don't have anywhere to stick you guys to. Even though I got a mountain car. I don't know, hold on. That's not metal either. So you guys aren't gonna stick to nothing here. So, they just finished up chopping. About an hour and a half, 2 hours, the baler's gonna start running at Aaron's father's place. And then they got 2 hours, he figured, of baling there. And then from there, they're gonna come to mine. So I'm gonna finish up. I'm down over the embankment here. I don't know, this stuff might be ready to go today. We'll probably ted it again this afternoon or a little later on, try to get it as dry as possible. You see him? Lives the toughest life, laying in the AC, having a good time. Where was I going with this? So, when I get done with this, I'll probably start raking my place up on the knoll there and get that worked out. The stuff in front of my house, I'm worried that stuff's still gonna be wet for a little bit. But up on the knoll, it was more of an alfalfa clover, so it's dried out a lot quicker than that heavy grass. But this stuff, that first field is definitely bedding. Bedding hay. This clover, that will be good quality. Some of this in here ain't that bad, but at the same point, I don't want to market it as feed quality hay when there is some weeds and stuff in that, and that's just because it got cut so late and wasn't managed as well. So we'll get it figured out. It's a good chunk of ground. We do have a round bale to pick up there. Isaiah didn't mow that knob because he was spinning out and stuff like that, which there's a wet spot over there that he sunk in, and there's a tree that sticks out right there. So do a little bit of maintenance once we get everything picked up. We'll figure out what we're gonna do for fertilizer. Since if it does keep raining, we will get a pretty good third off of this, off of all of our grass. So that's kind of what I'm having. Extra feed in a year like this is going to be good, especially if it's dry feed. So we'll finish up tedding this, fold up, go back, get rolling in the rake. Okay, got it welded on. We still got to weld a few more spots. I'm gonna go start raking. After we get it all done, I'll flip it over, weld the bottom going up, filling some gaps. Ideally this should be boxed out here and it should be completely welded around, and then we'll be good. But for the number of bales we're doing, and for number of bales we're doing and where we're at, this will work out. Plus we got the skid steer just in case. But I want to be able to move bales around quickly and conveniently. And this one, the bolt's not in, the nut's not on the back side, so gives you an idea of how it's going to look. We'll fill that weld in some more, flip them over, weld them again, and then we'll take them off, move what we need to do with the forks, and then take the forks off and put those on and be able to move some big bales. It has been quite a minute since I have run a 66 series. Let's give it a go. So rake has very minimal acres on it. Pretty similar to what I used to run, but just the newer designs of them. So it's a 9032, and it's a big girl, but very, very clean. I had to jump down. Hydraulics were locked for the lift. You press the button, hold the pivot, the wings out. This stuff This stuff's good. Ready to rock and roll here. I'm worried down over the hill, but we'll do up here and see where we get to. I got on top of the hill done, and I said I'll just leave the tractor there. I'm probably gonna TED right in front of my house here. This stuff. Yeah, I'm more worried about baler hasn't started. It's 3:15. I'm more worried about us not making it for tomorrow, as far as when the rain comes. So. We hit some of the fields for a third pass. Actually, that ground over the hill, gonna have to hit that again. That is ready to bale, so I'm gonna go bale that, or go rake that. Corbin's just tedding up at the top of the hill. Sun's still out. My worry is that big cloud is about to block it out. But yeah, it's all part of farming. Ready to go for the baler. We're gaining on some stuff. We're cleaning out the back shed before Colburn has to take off. Yeah, that doesn't give me such a good drying feeling. Everything here got tedded again. Where'd the sun go? It's over there. You can see the rays coming down, but stressful now. We were having a good time. Isaiah's into some wetter grass where he is currently, and doesn't give you a warm, comforting feeling. Gives you more of a feeling. So I told him when he's done, come over, hit that hill, and he might shut down over there and let it dry a little while longer. But I said, come over here and hit that hill and let's see what we got for a percentage. I got that and some up on the hill. Everything else might run for a little while later. Hopefully that sun comes back out. But cleaning everything out of here, the processors are going to go in the shop because they're significant value. Everything else is just going outside on the other side till I figure out how many bales are going to come in here. Got the head and the manure spreader in here. The manure spreader can go outside, but the head I'd rather keep under cover. That is a product you don't want to rust at all. They're stopped up there with the baler. Not a good sign. I'm glad I didn't rake more. I'm glad our weather's not great, but it's not as, like, to the west of me is getting rain. To the east of me is getting rain. So could always be worse. We got one bale out there. Looks good. Well, we got baling, and as you see, it's dark. The hay is not where we want it to be. We're running higher by like 4 or 5%. So we just gotta wait it. Tedded out what I had down below. This set is still in windrows, and we're gonna give it a go tomorrow before it rains again, and hopefully we'll be okay. But yeah, the dark skies, which was not predicted by the weatherman, so thanks, you guys. But I'm gonna grab this bale, that bale, and we got one other bale out, and yeah, call it good night. So appreciate you guys watching along. Little action, battling Mother Nature. So we're all in the same boat in the Northeast as far as Mother Nature this year, but we'll see you guys on the next one. It's legit raining here. Well, sprinkling, but there's 3 bales made. One's right there, and Colburn's going there with the fork still on that. So hopefully he can flip that and we'll take it up. 0% chance of rain. It's blue skies over there. So welcome to farming, especially hay farming. And this is exactly why I don't want to do small squares. I'm doing the big bales because I got a market to send them to if we can get them dry. which we should have been able to get dry, but today has been an issue.